Okay. You ready for this?
Go, go, go.
Watch this, watch this.
Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be talking about the airsoft grenade, the Thunder B. Well, this is one of many airsoft grenades, but it's one of the cheaper ones. Basically, it's a very simple design. It uses CO2. If you haven't ever used one of these, well, then I don't know why you would be on this video. But anyways, the premise of this basically is just like a real grenade. You pull the pin, lift the spoon, then the hammer will hit this little indentation here, which will puncture the CO2. What happens is the gas rushes out, causes this plastic shell to expand, and it ruptures and makes a loud bang. Now, of course, you can fill it with like flour or chalk or water or BBs or something like that, and you'll have different effects. Of course, if you want to create a smoke kind of thing, or just something to better recognize, like, you know, the enemies that were hit, you put in chalk or something like that, or BBs would work if you want a louder bang. You put it maybe a third filled with water. For some reason that seems to make a louder bang. So anyways, let's just see how this works. So I basically got this big kit. It comes with 12 of these outer shells, which I guess if you had a 3D printer, you probably could print these shells. But anyways, they're just thin plastic shells. They got a couple different designs, which I like these ones the best. If we're going to use BBs, apparently these ones seem to be the best at actually dispersing the BBs. So this is unloaded. This is just put together so you can see it. Basically, how it operates is really simple. Hold the spoon, pull the pin, let it go. It would go boom after it hits the thing. But let's take a look at how this is actually assembled. So you got the outer shell, which is just one of these plastic grenade flashbang things. But here's the core. This is the real part of it that makes it work. Here we have the hammer. As I said before, inside would be the firing pin, which just pierces the CO2. Now, in order to load the CO2, you unscrew the bottom, which I think some of the earlier versions didn't have this O-ring, and people use Teflon tape. But you know, you could wrap it with Teflon tape, use the O-ring, use some Vaseline or something like that to make sure you get a good seal. Some people put pennies in there that will force the cartridge up, so that when the hammer punctures it, that it gets all the gas, so it doesn't just leak out and not detonate. So this aluminum tube actually unscrews from the upper assembly. So if you have any issues, you want to fix the hammer or something like that, you just have to be careful to make sure that when you screw it on, that you don't cross thread screws. There is an O-ring around here, so that may be another piece to be lubed and made sure that it's decently tight fitting. So in order to get this thing ready to roll, basically what we'd have to do is, screw in our tube. Only have to hand tighten it. You don't want to strip it. So then we have to arm our hammer. Now they give you 2 cotter pins, which, if you lose these, you can just go to them at like Harbor Freight or something. I don't know. So if you want to be really safe, throw a cotter pin in there, since they give you 2 of them, and then you would pull this back, hold that down, arm the spoon, take out this cotter pin because you don't need it anymore because we're holding it. In order to close it, you can just stick it in the main hole, and there you go. Voila, it is armed, if you will. And you're loading your CO2, penny or something like that. Close it up. Again, it doesn't have to be super tight. And then just stick it in here. Now, the problem with these can be that sometimes when these rupture, the upper portion of these threads and stuff could get stuck in here, which is a little bit of an annoyance. But since you can remove this metal core, you can dig it out pretty easily. It's just annoying. And so if this was loaded with CO2, it would basically be live at this point, ready to use. All I would have to do to detonate it, hold the spoon, pull the pin, throw it, boom, there you go. But it's a pretty simple thing. I like it. I haven't really been using them just because they're, you know, one-time use because the shells break. But I got this kit that has 12 shells in it, so yeah, I'll be using them hopefully in a tactical sort of way. I don't want to spam people, but at any rate, thank you guys for watching. Look for these in the next video. I'm going to be playing at Striker Airsoft, which is in New Jersey. I should have that video up next week. Wasn't able to get out this week just because I'm not feeling well, and I don't want to go get all sweaty and get everybody else sick and all that messed up stuff. So anyways, here's a little review. Hope you find this interesting. Thanks for watching. Peace.